This beautiful woman used her pregnant neighbor's urine to fake a positive pregnancy test just to send her unfaithful husband to prison. Wearing gloves, she smashed the coffee table to stage a violent scene. She burned a fabricated diary and left the charred remains behind, so the police would believe she'd been killed. She even had her husband take out a massive life insurance policy on her, turning love into the sharpest weapon. Was this the hell of marriage or a genius revenge plot? Every clue pointed to the husband, but he had no idea he was walking right into his wife's trap. The reason behind it all was that days earlier she had caught her husband being unfaithful, but instead of confronting him right away, she did something most women wouldn't dare to do. She went home and opened a can of homemade red paint, carefully dripped it on the edge of a cabinet, then poured the rest across the floor. She used her hand to drag a trail through it, to make it look like someone had been dragged away. What came next was even stranger. Instead of fleeing the scene as one might expect, she calmly began cleaning the room. Every stroke of cleaning was intentional. It looked spotless on the surface, but she deliberately left faint traces behind. She then dabbed red paint onto a wooden stick and tossed this fake weapon into the fireplace to partially burn it. She wasn't just staging a disappearance, she was crafting an entire murder scenario where her husband was the killer. To give the police a reason to believe he had a motive, she maxed out all his credit cards in advance and forced him to buy her a high-value insurance policy, making him the sole beneficiary. She also chatted frequently with neighbors, casually mentioning how her husband often hit her. She even created the safest false identity for herself by pretending to be pregnant. She stole a sample of a pregnant woman's urine and faked medical records, left traces of visits to the hospital for prenatal exams. She went as far as to write 300 diary entries in one go, from her first love to their marriage, to accounts of domestic abuse, then burned the whole set to create the illusion the truth had been destroyed. Once everything was in place, she chose a day when her husband was away, put on gloves and smashed the glass table, faked signs of a violent struggle and a murder, left behind just enough while cleaning the rest. Every detail was perfectly calculated. Finally, she drove off, took on a new identity and disappeared into another city, gone without a trace. As expected, the police later found all sorts of evidence at the house, the supposed weapon and the burned diary among them. All signs pointed to one conclusion: the husband had murdered his wife.